Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream of Rocket Championship Season 4. I'm your host and cast rider along with Super Dude. And before we get into the matches, I would like to apologize for the delay on the stream because we wanted to ensure that everything would go well and there would be no any hiccups or anything else during the stream. Because Psyonix may have rolled a new update for the new game mode, and the second thing is that Godetic Esports have decided to leave the competition. So that's going to be causing, instead of 4 matches for today, it's going to be 3 matches only. So Insidious have taken the win already because, like I said, Godetic Esports has left the competition for unknown reasons. So we're going to have only 3 matches. And like I said, I'm going to be casting with Super Dude. Super Dude, how's it going?
I'm good, man. All good here and excited for the games. And yeah, as you said, 3 games to guess today, but still the hype, still exciting games coming up next.
Exactly. Is there like any series that you're really looking forward to?
Um, I think all the series, but like the first series, of course, of the stream because you get with the energy, you get with the momentum of the casting, I should say. So yeah, I'm looking for the first series.
Exactly. For me, it has definitely to be a vicious versus risky business. I've seen these guys playing in my first day of casting, which was Tuesday last week. Both teams looked really good, and now they're just gonna be facing against each others. I wasn't really expecting this, and when I looked into the schedule, I was like, this has to be definitely the match of today.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that the pressure would be like on both teams, so it should be interesting to see who's gonna win and deal with the pressure.
Exactly, and we're gonna be starting the first series. It's gonna be Skill Arena versus Puncture. It's gonna be best of 4. So if you have lost a match, then you have already lost. So just like how we mentioned before, there won't be best of 5. So if you lose a match or just maybe 2, there would be a way for you to be maybe bounce back and getting reverse sweep. So every match is gonna be really important for you. So you definitely want to give it your best shot and try your best and try to at least get 3 wins every series.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, like, there's a lot of teams that we've talked about it in the last stream. Um, if you lose the first game, it's okay, it's fine for all the teams. Like first game, some teams, and I will say this a lot, but it's really helpful and it's really true because when you lose the first match of the series, it's not the end of the world. Okay, first match, you got the motivation, you got the momentum, but still, you have to be careful because maybe the other team is finding some weakness or the weak spot of the other team. So yeah, like if you lose the first match, it's fine, it's totally fine. You just have to see what's wrong, and maybe you can win the other matches. And even if you lose 2 matches, you can make the comeback. So yeah, good luck for all the teams.
Definitely, just like what you said, if you lose the first match, it's okay because sometimes you could be nervous, like for the first time just going into the series, especially it's like maybe if the first time you ever go into a tournament. So also it could be help you to see what your opponents are capable of, and maybe you just could adapt in the next games. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, like if you lose the match, it's not end of the world, so you get to shake it off and just try better next time.
true. Yeah, totally true, man. And hopefully we see here a good and intense games here in this series. Venture against Skill Arena, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, it's Skill Arena versus Puncture.
Punter, okay, my bad.
No, all good. No need to apologize. So we're just basically waiting for the players to join in, and we're just about to
To
start
join.
off the first series of today. As we mentioned, Skill Arena versus Puncture.
Yes, and yeah, I don't know much about these teams because this is the first time I cast them. So I want to ask you, like, who's maybe the better team, or
Me
let's
too.
say,
Me too. I
oh,
haven't
you do.
really seen them playing before, but
All
I
right.
have asked the production team earlier. They say that they are pretty good. They have like 1700 MMR GCs in both sides, and it's gonna be a really tough series. So um, I don't really have a lot of high expectations, especially since it's gonna be like the first game. So we don't really know what these players might be able to do yet. So we're just gonna wait and see. That's the only way to find out.
Yeah, that's true, and I like how the players' banners are shining, in the orange team. All GCs, man.
Yeah, everybody's just flexing their Grand Champion tell right now. You can definitely tell that they're all gonna be high level plays. We just
That's,
picked up our first. Um,
uh, a quick question, brother Redro. Who's on orange and who's on blue? For the also the viewers.
well, it is not stated right now, but I believe um, Skill Arena is on the orange side, and the blue side is, I believe, would be the Puncture team.
Alright, alright. Uh,
So we would like to
who,
apologize because the team names aren't set up right now, so some viewers might be confused right now, but hopefully in the next game we'll get to fix that, or maybe just right now. We'll just roll with it right now. I mean, nothing has been starting yet, so yeah. So the orange team, just like how we said, it's Skill Arena, and the blue team is Puncture. And so far we're still scoreless. It's kind of like a pressure going on from both sides. We're seeing just a couple of attacks every now and then, but nothing really threatening that much. Now Antoni just trying to play it slow, and the defense trying to find a clear. All the defenders in the
ooh,
backcourt, and Ail is gonna be punishing the defense.
I
Lots
mean,
of players are just staying so close towards each other. That's gonna be creating a lot of confusion.
that's true, and I don't know what whose name Anthony was doing right there in the corner. Maybe I don't know, tried to clear the ball out. Maybe didn't have boost. He waited for the boost, and it caused them a big problem. And that ends up with a goal, conceding a goal. And great start here with a goal for Skill Arena, if I'm not wrong.
It is definitely the momentum that you have been mentioned. Maybe they're just not feeling very comfortable yet, just having their first match going on right now. But they just need to have better trust between each others and better communication as well.
That's true, and hopefully they can. The other team can find the rhythm and come back because it seems like they're starting to breathe out here and go for the attack and the pressure.
Yeah, exactly. That's how like it started. We're seeing attacks from both sides, so this is already a good sign. They could definitely bounce back. It's just only one goal, and so far it has been very close game. I mean, sure they have conceded one goal, but still overall, I think they're having a fair chance of actually tying it up and maybe even winning the whole series.
And that's true. I mean, still plenty of time here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock, and still one goal only. It's not like 1 minute or 30
Ian
seconds.
looking for a
Till the end of time.
redirect right there.
Oh, that was so close,
Really
man.
good
But ended
passing
up
play
with a
going on.
clearance.
Ian wants
Ladies and gentlemen, after the game, we're gonna remake the room. Just got an update from the streamer, so we can also update the names of the teams in the room. So it's not gonna be take that long. It's only like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere, guys. Like literally straight up after the game.
Ian quickly denying that transition that puncture we're about to have. Now Shavela, not to the best start. The ball still has been stuck in the blue side for a while right now. They really need an effective player. Now Antoni going with a dribble. It's going to be Dulik.
It's a close one right there, but still the pressure, from the Skill Arena team in the territory of the Eventry team. But still here, 1 minute left on the clock, but still also one goal only. Who's gonna win this game, and even who's gonna can the blue team tie up the match?
Who knows, we might be seeing an equalizer the last few seconds. We have been seeing it a lot, especially the last few series, so you don't know what's really gonna happen next. I mean, they're having, like I said, so many offensive chances right there, but there's no anything really threatening so far, and there's no finishing touches yet, so who knows, they're still capable of actually taking up the game so far. They still got 30 seconds. Nice midfield pass, it's gonna be
Oh,
Shavela. Almost put that
Ooh.
ball in. Now Ale with the booming clear. This one's gonna be killing a lot of time, which is really needed for Puncture to spawn back. Just 10 seconds left right now. Now Antoni with a weak shot. Now they're just definitely gonna be killing the ball as they take the first game, but still Shavilla deciding to keep the ball alive.
Oh.
It's gonna be off the back, but now Al Alektek
Oh.
almost just tied up the game right there.
Oh my God! What a dramatic ending for the match. Almost a goal right there, but it ended up with a save. Nice defense here by Skill Arena, and yeah, first game, first win, but it doesn't say anything about the rest of the series. You know.
Exactly. I really like it that late pressure coming from Puncture. They're just maybe they're slowly getting comfortable. If you look at the shots as well, they're just it seems to be very equal from both sides as well. So this already indicates that's gonna be a very close series.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and we can see here, Ahel, he's the MVP. I don't know if you said his name right, but yeah, as you said, like it's gonna be very close. You know, first match. Even if it's like, if you see the score in the first match, if you see the score in the first match, 1-0 only. Only one goal has been scored in this match. But hey, don't like for all the viewers, like don't just like see because it's 1-0. It's gonna be so intense. But you can all like the games can also be exploded in the next matches. Yes, yes, can be exploded in the next matches. We might see a lot of goals and maybe 7 goals. So first match we just like got a little bit of the picture, but maybe another picture arc is coming up.
Definitely. They started a bit shaky right there. The defense, we saw them to be very close towards each other, which just created lots of confusion. Who was really going for the ball? Like, even if they have communication, they were just so close toward the ball. I don't think it's even possible to have that kind of reaction time that's going to be helping them to go for such a play and also get to reposition themselves. But right now, hopefully, just in game two, things will be getting better. It was just a close game. It was just one goal lead only for Skill Arena.
Yeah, that's
Now we
true.
are about to
And
start game
yeah,
two.
we're about to start game two, and yeah, Skill Arena is now on blue team, ladies and gentlemen, and Puncture are gonna be on orange, and I didn't know that Puncture for Puncture. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. But we are in game two, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna win this match? Let's find out.
We started with an early pressure and a lot of offensive chances from both sides. Who knows if it's gonna be the same thing in game two? Maybe they're just trying to adapt. I would see Puncture just slowly adapting and also having more breathing room, having even more offensive plays. Even though they haven't really got anything really threatening or just anything really scary for Skill Arena yet. But still, that is already a good sign, especially since it was happening in only game one. So they're already showing that the capabilities of adapting, and they're just looking forward to um, trying to find what they really need to work on.
That's true. They have been very aggressive since the start of this match, and you can see here the pressure on the offense. But the question remains, can they score? Because what's the point if you make a lot of offense and you don't score? So we need to see goals here. It seems like they're making the pressure that they need in this match. But the question is still, as I said, can they score and can they win?
A double commit in the defense from Puncture. They haven't got capitalized for it yet. We have seen also a bit of messy defensive positioning as well, even in game two.
And double commits, we've talked about it last stream. Double commits, if you know how to rotate, if you have, and also double commits can also tell that the chemistry between the players and the team is very high if you know how to make the rotation. And double commits, if you do double commits, it's gonna cause a lot of damage in your defense.
Exactly. Not only going to be throwing two players on the same ball, but also there's going to be even more chaotic plays going to be followed up later as they just try to position themselves and just also get to communicate who's going to be following it up and also who's going to be staying maybe in the back. And you don't really want to leave your teammate to have maybe 2v1 or even 3v1 situation.
That's true. It's gonna be so awkward for the goalkeeper or the last player in the field for the team. So if you know how to rotate, you just have to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna concede a goal.
Interesting 50 so many times happening in the midfield. It's gonna be Duelek. Still trying to center the ball now. El with a shot. It's gonna be Alec. And once again, just another double commit. This time, it's happening in the offense.
I mean, if it happens sometimes in the offense, it's okay because if it happens in the defense, it's gonna be more damage. Of course, it's gonna be damage also in the offense, but still, like,
Exactly, they didn't
defense
really
is key.
overcommit in that double commit, so it still wasn't really a crucial mistake, and they didn't even get punished for it yet. So still, you don't want to have any kind of problem like that. I mean, especially in threes. Now it's gonna be Duelek almost found the angle. It's gonna be bouncing off the backboard. I mean, sorry, off the crossbar.
Yeah. I mean, that was so close, honestly. Luckily, that the game. Oh, the ball didn't go
Tight
in. Almost
save.
a goal here. Oh my god, that was so close. Nice save there by the blue team, and also another
Still
shot.
off the backboard.
Almost in. Madness,
Nobody
man.
was
A
there
lot
for
of
a
shots.
follow. That
Goals.
pass was incredible off the backboard. It just looked so clean. It just needed an easy follow, but nobody was there. Nobody wanted to maybe overcommit in the offense.
Yeah, that was so close, man. I think the goal is coming up
Oh,
next.
really?
I just
Demo.
finished this sentence, and there we go. The demo, the physical place is so OP, man. And look at this beautiful demo right there to end up a goal here for the Orange team, who I believe are a Puncture. Yes, so we have 1-0 for Puncture, ladies and gentlemen. Nice play right there.
If you also look at how they were positioned, once again, it just had been very close towards each others. And there was the demo to create a lot of space. And they were so quick to punish right after.
Yeah, that's true. Now the shot in the open. Oh, sorry.
They almost find some space to work with. It seems like once again we're having another close game, just one goal lead. Now there isn't much time left.
And in the first game, the Orange team won, as I remember, if I'm not wrong. But the Orange team was Skill Arena.
Yeah, it was Skill Arena the first game. Now it seems to be Puncture who's about to take the game too.
Yeah, I see. So now we have a 1-1. If in case the results still like this, and there's gonna be, game number 3 would be amazing. We'll almost goal here.
Again, another double commit happening from Puncture. But still, they're holding very strong with the defense. And the crucial miss coming from Ehel, that was a great chance for them to tie up the game.
Oh
Now
no.
they get to kill the ball. And the CS is tied up. 1-1.
1-1, and that was nice and close game for both the teams here. And unfortunately, Skill Arena didn't hold on to the last minute where they conceded a goal by a good play, I should say, here from a demo. And we can see here the MVP, Alec. I'm gonna call him right now because he has 1 goal, 2 saves, and 1 shot. But of course, he was the scorer of the Puncture. That was a nice game. Skill Arena Puncture played really good, really tight game, but still here we are ahead of game number 3. Now, game number 3 can be a key. Why? Because going for a 2-1 can be really, or let's say, give you some motivation. And yeah, so Skill Arena, you need guys to be more aggressive. I know that game was so close, but hey, more aggression, more also physical plays can lead to a win.
Exactly. If you also look at the shot percentage from Skill Arena, they have a lot of shots, but it is definitely the accuracy wasn't really there. We have seen a lot of shots, but nothing really on target yet. It has just been looking for double taps or something like that. But they have been missing a lot of important touches in the offense. Otherwise, it could have been even ended like maybe 5-1 or 4-1 if you're gonna count these really good chances that they actually happened.
Yeah, that's true. And as we said, like in the game number 2, literally from the beginning, if there's a lot of shots and a lot of pressure, the question remains: can they score? The accuracy wasn't there. A lot of shots, but no goals. But you need guys to have more accuracy and able to score goals and win the game. Offense can be your defense. Defense can be your offense.
Exactly, and not also. Speaking of team play, it wasn't really there. Most of the times they have been going for a lot of solo plays. Maybe they're just still not very comfortable to go for such passing plays yet. But that is very important. I mean, it is three-man game, so no matter how many skills do you have, you still need to pass it to your teammates. Otherwise, it would be very predictable, especially if it's like at this kind of level. We're gonna have a lot of GCs there, so you really get to do more than that.
Oh.
And speaking of doing more than that, which is what I've been speaking of. It's gonna be dual like starting off with an early lead, a beautiful pass as well. It's gonna be dual like up in the air. Nobody was there in the defense, even though there was just one defender, but he was really in an awkward spot. Couldn't do so much, but that's gonna be a one-goal lead basically for Skill Arena.
That's true, and great pass right there. Oh, maybe a goal right now. No, the ball is a crossbar, but that was great play. But oh no,
Oh
almost
no,
a
what
goal.
is
I
happening
don't
there in
know.
the defense? Everybody seems to be way too relaxed.
Oh man, that was a lack of defense, but luckily they managed to go out and clear the ball. And yeah, that was go back for the goal. That was great pass up in the air and go up with a redirect, drop it down to the net, and that was great goal. 1-0 here for Skill Arena.
It also seems to be they are playing very safe. I mean, we have seen a lot of chances for them to go ahead and punish them for these defensive mistakes, but nobody was really pushing that hard. It can be really good sometimes. You don't really want to overcommit. You just want to play it safe, wait for a mistake to happen, and you just boom, you just go for it and capitalize on these mistakes. It's Gavin Dulik once again finding the gap in the defense, extending the lead by one more goal.
Oh man, that was a good read right there. Actually, the mistake by Anthony, I don't know what he tried to do there. Maybe to try to, calm down and maybe, try to control the ball on the ground, but ended up with a pass to the wrong teammate, ended up with a goal. We have here 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Skill Arena looking comfortable right now in this game. Oh, okay, I was saying comfortable,
Anthony
but then Anthony actually a different answer.
responding back so quickly just as soon as they extended the lead. Just once again, it's just another close game, one goal difference right now, but still there is plenty of time remaining, so I don't think it's going to be any similar to game 1 or game 2.
That's true, and maybe another goal, not the save right there by Angan. Yeah, I mean, I expect also this game to be very close because we're starting here to see more offense by Puncture, as we've seen the pressure starting from this match by Skill Arena. Another shot right there to save by Anthony going
Antonio
off
with
with
a
a drop
follow.
down. Nice goal right there to read. We have 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. Ridro, we have a tie match here. I don't know, maybe overtime. Why not?
What's happening in the defense? They had 2 goals lead, and just every time Puncture gets to score, it just either double commits or just so many players just standing very close towards each others. That is not the defense that you want to have, especially for keeping the series very close from the beginning. And now it just they're falling so hard like this, and just really sad to see.
And that's so sad to see. And we have 2-2 here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna win this match? I don't know. It's still here 50-50 between these teams because no one is like no one's playing that good like the other. I don't know what I'm saying right now, ladies and gentlemen. But what I'm saying is this match is gonna be so close. I don't know about you, Retro.
It's definitely gonna be close. I mean, they're responding back so quickly. They just got tied up the game. As soon as these mistakes were happening in the defense, they were just so quick about this. Now we have 2 minutes on the clock, so the match is still undecided. Great pressure also coming from Puncture. We're seeing a lot of breathing room on the offense. We're seeing a lot of shots followed up, just back to back, eventually just breaking down the defense, forcing these double commits as well.
A lot of double commits, or maybe a goal right now. Oh, the ball
Awkward
almost got
ball.
in, but still in here. Duel is gonna score here. The third goal for Skill Arena. That was so close to be saved, but then he all the way come down here to score a goal.
And
That
also another double commit, but this time it has been happening for Puncture. It was still an awkward ball, definitely, but still you have to trust your teammate, even if it's an awkward ball. You just want to stay just in case, or maybe even go for a bump. If your teammate is going for an awkward ball, you just want to delay the shot that will be incoming right after the clear.
That's so true, and I agree with you when you said about the trust. You have to trust your teammate. That's totally true. When you see especially a ball like that, you have to trust your teammate to save that. But it was a
Another
close
opening.
situation. Oh, almost a goal right there. Nice hit by Anthony. Anthony's been so far everywhere. You know, Anthony has 2 goals from 4 shots and 2 saves as well.
So it is definitely a battle between Anton and Duelik right now. They're just having the most important players in Game 3 right now.
Oh, a
Oh,
shot!
what a read from Alec.
Oh my god, that was great read by Alec. Look at this beautiful read. Oh, actually, I thought he passed himself, but no, he read that very beautifully from the backboard and all the way to the goal. Anthony grabs up the assist, and we have 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. What a close game so far, Retro.
You really love to see a series how it turns out to be from very low scoring, close games to be
Yeah.
just high scoring, but still just close games every time. It just every time a team gets a score, it has to be the other team responding back so quickly.
And the shot is gonna be in. Dogs is gonna score the fourth goal in this match for who? For Skill Arena, leading by 1 goal with 49 minutes left on the clock. It's still so close, anything can happen. But the other team, Puncture, have to be very aggressive. They need to score a fast goal, Retro.
Diolk with 4 goals in Game 3. This is a
Oh
very
man.
important thing to have. He has been always there for the cleanups, just getting these shots and the finishing touches every time.
It's good to have the accuracy, and we've talked about the accuracy at the beginning of this match, and we have here accuracy from one player, 4 shots from 4 goals, I think, and you know it's really good to see that. Also, the accuracy that led to winning by 1 goal so far. 23 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. The ball in the left corner, trying to pass to the middle. Dukes with the shot right there. Anthony with a save. INGG goes up right now to pass for himself. The redirect, but the ball off the net as Anthony takes the ball out.
10 seconds left to respond back. We have seen quick responses every time, but right now I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna see it. Exactly, we have been, by the way, speaking of accuracy in these shots, but we have also talked about the double commits and communication and trust with teammates, but that problem didn't seem to be getting fixed at all with both sides, to be honest. Like, it just both teams are having a lot of double commit problems, and we're seeing, especially for Skill Arena, just almost every time Puncture is there like to punish them for having this kind of defensive mistakes. So if Skill Arena get to fix their double commits problems and have more trust and better communication, they could definitely win the series.
That is true. And again, we have a close match here, 4-3, and again by 1 goal only. Skill Arena, you know, a lot of mistakes between for both teams we've seen in this match, but ended up with a 1 goal difference win for Skill Arena. And I think you know, Duke. Of course, no doubt, the MVP, 4 goals from 7 shots. Sorry, I wasn't sure about the accuracy, but yeah, 4 goals from 7 shots, still like a big number and big percentage of accuracy. No shots from Ahil, but still 8 shots to what? To 11 shots from the other team. Puncture didn't win, but had a lot of shots. Right now, Skill Arena. If I'm not wrong, Retro, correct me if I'm wrong. They need 1 win, right, to win the series.
Yeah, definitely Skill Arena. If they take this match is very important for them. Otherwise, it could result in a tie series, which is gonna be 2-2. And for Skill Arena, I mean, they have been showing better potentials from game one. They have been playing better than the opposing team, which is Puncture. So right now, seem to be holding off the momentum very well, but except for the defense, they're just getting very chaotic. Um, they really need to fix that problem. As right now, it is like I said, it is a very important game for them to secure the win.
And that's true. Game number 3 also can be tricky because if they lose the match, we're talking about Skill Arena. If they lose this match, it can be tricky match for game number 5 because you know losing this match maybe can slow down a little bit the momentum, maybe the motivation, the moral for the next match. I don't know, but there's something that happens in game number 4, and if you lose it, and right
So,
now
but
the
oh,
redirect. Oh,
oh, what's happening?
oh
I
my
don't
God!
think
What a
this is shot.
shot! I don't know. We'll see it right now for the replay. I'm pretty sure he went
Oh,
okay.
long goal. Okay, he just basically dropped down the ball and just unfortunately it just
Oh
hit the
no.
defender and bounced it off his car straight into the net.
Oh no, that was unlucky right there. That was good play though, but good solid play by Ahel. But at the end, the own goal who decided the goal right there. And I mean, unlucky. It's a goal, a mistake goal. I don't know if they can. I mean, surely they can. They have a lot of time, Super Dude. But yes, so there's
Definitely.
4
So you just
minutes.
have to definitely. So you just have to shake it off. You just after that mistake, especially since it's happening in a very important game. So for them,
Yeah.
their only hope is just to tie up the series. But right now, they just had to start this game with an
Oh.
out goal. But right now, Anthony responds back and just ties up the game.
I think Anthony is the MVP of Puncture if they win this series, and even in the whole series, even if they lose, he was the MVP of his team. Anthony with a great shot right there, all the way to the net, and we have 1-1, and Puncture striding back, have an answer straight away.
And just like that, I mean, it's like that out goal never happened. I mean, it's a tie game right now. It's 1-1.
Yeah. Wahel tried with a shot right there, almost a goal, but the ball set in the corner, trying to clear the ball out. Maybe 1v1 situation right now as Zul trying to clear the ball out from their territory. Ayang trying to help, but Anthony's right there to try to pressure them. Zul with a save and clear the ball out. Zul is very good at the defense, but his team right now facing a pressure from Puncture.
A miss from the defense. It's gonna be Antoni still having the ball on the blue side. It's gonna be Electric. Just trying to have that midfield control, denying and shutting down every opportunity in the offense. And that's a triple commit coming from Skill Arena right now.
Triple commit. We've talked about double commit. A triple commit can, like 90% goes you a goal. So you guys have to be very careful. Anthony with a shot. This is gonna be in 2 goals from 4 shots already for Anthony. What a beast in the offense.
Just shoots the ball high and just goes for a follow so fast, beating 2 challenges basically. Again, just a double commit still, but he gets to beat every single one of them.
Oh man, 4 shots, 2 goals, and 2-1 here. Maybe
And the pickup goal.
3-1. No, I am with the save right there, but still here. A pass to the midfield as Alex is gonna score here. The 3rd goal for his team, Puncture. 3 goals in a very short time, What an answer.
Now they really need to hold onto that lead. They're just, like I say, their only hope is to tie up the series. They have 2 goals lead right now, and they're off to a really good start. I mean, they started with an own goal, but still, they just shook it off and just started playing so well. We have seen it paying off in the offense so far, so they just need to keep playing very consistently, just keep on the good offense, just like what we are seeing right now.
Yeah, that's true. And with 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock, with 2 goals difference, it's also like it's of course possible, but you guys need to hurry up and score a goal right now. Duke all the way with a
Dulick,
shot, maybe a shot, no, but the save by Alex still here. Duke with a shot to the top right corner. Anthony with a save, and the defense by Anthony, offense, defense has been everywhere.
I'm really liking this midfield control coming from Puncture.
Yeah.
They're just barely letting anything out right now. Now it is gonna be Dulick looking for the shot and Shavilla with the clear. Free flip coming from Dulick. Trying to squeeze the ball in between all of the defenders right there. It's gonna be in with a second touch. Almost got it there.
Almost.
Once again, just double commits. Just the communication doesn't really seem to be on point right now for Puncture.
Yeah, that's true, and you talked about the midfield control. They've been controlling the midfield so well, but they have to be very, very careful again about the double commits right there because it might cost them a goal. In what time? In 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the clock, away from the win, and it's the most important win right now because it's you win or go home. So,
Exactly. They're just
Puncture,
booming
they
the
need to be
ball
very
right now,
careful.
just trying to kill time. And because they know the series is just getting very close. And just all what it takes is just a simple mistake in the defense, and the other team would be so quickly to punish.
Yeah, that's true, and I think with 1 minute left on the clock, wasting time can be very effective in a positive way in this match. Not passing to the other team, luckily Dulk with the rotation save right there in the defense, and maybe to throw the ball to the territory. No, still the pressure from Anthony, the MVP of this match in my opinion.
Almost 30 seconds left only. Now Alektek just looking really comfortable, looking for a crazy redirect, unable to get it though. Now Anthony maybe with a center ball. It's gonna be an early shot from Shavilla. Trying to have that pressure, preventing them from going outside their own half.
pass to midfield, almost a goal right there. As Alec in the corner trying to do something and maybe try to waste some time. He does that really well, but the clearance wasn't that good. Azul might maybe try to pass to the midfield. He misses. He leaves the ball, but Chavilla is gonna make that save. 5 seconds left on the clock, and I think the things are over right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is, and we have game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Puncture. What a match! After conceding 1 goal, they managed to make a comeback with 3-1 in the scoring line, and we are hit to game number 5, where is more pressure, way more pressure. Oh, okay. There's no game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm still not used with this series system. But as I see, we have a draw.
Great series, by the way. But for Team Puncture, they have definitely solved their issues. We have barely seen any kind of double commits. We have seen great offense instead. But for Skill Arena, they still had the same problem from game one. It's just the double commits and just always being positioned at the same spots. It just has never been fixed at all. And that was Puncture did so well. They just kept on capitalizing those mistakes. And that's really good for them. They managed to tie up the series at least. That was their only hope, and they did it.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, and at the end, right there, we have a draw, if I'm not wrong, right, Redro?
Yeah, definitely it's gonna be a draw. We have the series to be tied up 2-2, but
Okay.
at the end, it just Puncture looked way so much better than Skill Arena.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Especially in the last game, they've been dominating, especially in the offense. We've seen Anthony doing great job in the offense, and also I have to remember the midfield control, as you said, Retro. The control that they had in the midfield, I think, was one of the keys that led them to win this match. And yeah, I mean, congratulations for the win in game number 4. And I mean, it's a draw. There's no loser or winner.
Exactly, and just like how you mentioned, it was definitely the key. And also, since how it started with an own goal, but how they were so quickly to just motivate themselves and just move on and just keep carrying on. Just they did so well. They managed to still take the win at the last game.
Yeah, that's true. So true. And I have to shout out credit for Anthony. He's done a lot for his team, and I think he was the MVP. Anthony was beast in the offense and in the defense. And the last game, we've seen him also do saves, not just shots, as he scored the first 2 goals. Um, yeah. So starting off here with a win, if I'm not wrong, was for Skill Arena, but then coming up for a comeback, and then. Um, ended up with a draw. So yeah, that was a good series to watch actually.
Definitely. All right, we are about to have a short break right now until we get the next match to be ready. It's going to be Eagles versus Arn Dorf, so it's going to be a match that you don't really want to miss. And we'll see you guys there after a very short break. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. We're about to start off the second series, which is going to be Eagles versus Arn Dorf right now in the best of four series. So both teams have lost, unfortunately, in the first day I started casting, which was Tuesday last week. Um, from what I remember, both teams they lacked of trust between each others, and also they also have had the same kind of problem, which is double commits a lot in the defense and also in the offense. So hopefully it's gonna be fixed up. Maybe it wasn't really their day, and I think it's gonna be really interesting series because it's gonna be a very important thing for both teams to win. So we're only about to find out who's gonna be winning. So both teams are gonna be fighting for this.
And as I understood from you, Woodrow, both teams have lost and they have win so far, right? In the league. So yeah, first win gonna be really good push for them for the rest of the season, and it's a good taste to taste the win for the first time, of course. Yeah, Eagles and Arndorf. This is the first time I cast them, and I think they should have like if they watched the last series we casted me and you, they should see like the double commits and the mistakes that both teams did, Skill Arena and Puncture. If they can learn from them and to see how it goes in the game itself, it should be also even closer match because it would be less mistakes and more high quality Rocket League. Of course, like Skill Arena and Puncture played really good and high quality Rocket League, of course, but less mistakes can be more high quality, of course.
Exactly. Like even if you have good offense, if you have bad defense, then I don't think you're going to be holding until that lead. And also, it could be very crucial for your mindset to keep going on, especially if you're going to keep conceding lots of goals because of double commits. So I'm really looking forward to see both teams to be fixing their mistakes, and hopefully, if that's actually true and like actually happening, I'm really expecting to see great offense and team play to try and break down the defense.
That's true, and yeah, I don't have like a lot to say because I haven't guessed again the teams, but I want to see here aggressive and physical plays, high quality Rocket League, so we can all enjoy the casting and watching these matches.
Well, both of us haven't casted the previous teams, and they actually delivered. They put a really good fight. It was a close series the entire time, so you don't really know what's gonna happen next. So I think that's what makes Rocket League so special is that any team could win at any time as long as they have good communication, team play, and also just focus more on trusting each others and just having the right positioning. So you don't really need to have anything really flashy, especially in TVT. It's all about the team play.
That's true. Chemistry, team play, as you said, can deliver the win. Of course, with a good defense, good rotation to the defense. Even if you shoot a lot, even if you make a lot of pressure in the offense, you don't have to, like you always have to remember the defense. Otherwise, you're gonna concede a lot of goals and lose the game.
Exactly. And right now we're just waiting for the players to show up for the second series to start.
There you
We
go.
don't have them all right now, so we're just gonna have to be maybe waiting for a couple of seconds or even just
They joined.
maybe
Yes,
minutes. So
yes.
we would like to apologize for the delay and also thank you guys for waiting.
I think that the players has joined. So we should be ready for the match. Yes, so we're gonna tell the players to join the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The first match of this series, of course, best of 5, if I'm not wrong. Also, it can end up with a draw. So, game number 1 in this series. In Team Blue, we have Eagles, and in Team Orange, we have Arndorf. And your predictions, Retro?
This is a tough one because based it from previous results, I've seen both teams not really looking the best. Like just like the same thing for Skill Arena, like in the defense has been happening for, except for that, it just has also been in the offense. So this could be really tough, but I would say, who knows, maybe a tie series once again. How about you though?
Honestly, I don't know, but I'm just gonna. We'll see. You know what? I'll predict after the first match. How about that?
All right, well, fair enough. You just made me to predict this thing from before we get to finish the first match, and not right now. Again, have it to be maybe just a bit easier when it comes to the prediction.
That's true. And also for the viewers, predict in the comments who do you think is gonna win. It should be a close match or like one team game. We'll find out. The clearance right now by Firm tried to
Good
he made the
transition.
save. Oh man, Ramsey tried to do something here. The offense throws the ball to the pass, but then Messi tried to clear the ball out, and then the shot right there off the net. Far with him,
Traded
couldn't get
land.
to the ball. Oh, traded lad is gonna score there the first goal of this match.
The touch from Mizzy Easy before he gets bumped, it was so important. He just set this ball for his teammate. And traded land with the perfect speed, just coming from behind to go for that touch.
We have 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Nice out of this match. This is what you need, a really fast goal.
We're seeing the boost management definitely lacking for Arn Dorf, but it doesn't matter. I'm Muslim is there for the cleanup, extending the lead by one more goal. Important 50, even though he just had zero boost. And once again, Mini Easy getting very important touches to set the ball for his teammates.
That was a great touch right there, and even greater pinch. I love that goal. Well played, guys. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 here for Arn Dorf in this match. I'm trying to spell their name right, so if I spelled it wrong, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, of course.
No problem. I mean, um, I don't really blame you. I mean, the match is like has been really fast paced, especially when it comes to the offense, especially for Arn Dorf. They just have been shooting the ball
Oh.
non-stop, and I'm Muslim, finding the space between the defenders.
Oh man, that
And
was great
great
passes
touch.
in midfield. A great touch as well, yes, as you said, and I am Muslim with a great shot to the net. Both of the players of Eagles were on the net, but couldn't save that powerful shot. And we have here 3-0. What a start of this match. With 2 minutes left on the clock, if they can keep up this with the fourth goal,
Another one.
Messi is gonna score here the fourth goal.
They're just shooting the ball non-stop. Their offense is just haven't really been slowed down from the beginning. 4-0 already on the board for Arnold. This is already a great start.
What a start, you know, having 4 goals and winning this amount of goals in the first match can give you a lot of confidence during you know, the series. And we have the demo, and of course this is the first match only. Like things can be changed and way better than that, and we can see like a comeback or something for the other team, Eagles.
Exactly, but there is something that I'm really noticing about Team Adnorf right now is that they're lacking of boost in so many situations, but they're still able to get away with it. It's just maybe they're just kind of pushing way too hard. If that's the case, then it must definitely be Eagles. They're not really having the best defense right now.
That's true. Maybe, yeah, maybe the best defense. Maybe it's not their day. Um, like anything can be the reason. But still, here the first game, maybe we can see another face by Eagles. Maybe like this is just the first game. Bad chemistry, or maybe misunderstanding between the players. Maybe another phase in the next match. Right now, we have 50 seconds left on the clock. We've traded. It's trying to do something right there in the defense. Couldn't do much as I'm Muslim with 2 shots, 2 goals in this
Great
match
pass
so
in
far.
midfield, but Red Light couldn't really find the angle there. Now Mizzy Easy with another clear, already killing a lot of time, and Eagles are still scoreless. You really get to give them the credits for their abilities to win so many 50s and challenges for Team Adorf right now. They just have been absolutely dominating these kind of plays every time. They're just able to shut down basically any kind of transition that Eagles are having right now.
And that's true, and a lot of 50-50s, as you said, we've seen from Arn Dorf, and we have Arn Dorf winning first game, and they have wasted a lot of time with that 50-50, in my opinion. A lot of wasted time in the last minute, especially. That's what you need basically. You're winning 4 goals, you just don't need to rush, just waste time, and that's it. Like you have good news, which is the winning, and right now the first match ended up with 9 shots from Andorf, and Eagles have only 3 shots. It's the amount of shots we have in the offense between these teams compared to each other. It's crazy because also 9 shots to 4 goals and 0 goals from 3 shots. You can see here the offense that they had, Andorf.
That's basically because of the 50s and how Arnorf is just so fast when it comes to those challenges. They're denying every opportunity for Eagles. And also, you really got to give credits for Mizzy Easy. He's just having really important touches and just being really smart about them, being also really fast, and just having these setups for his teammates. It's just every time as he's about to get bumped or just maybe even getting challenged, he's able to put the ball away. And just his other teammate is just always there for a quick follow. We have seen it happening from the first 2 goals for Arnor, and it has definitely been a great thing to have. Just definitely helping the mindset for Arnor right now. It is a very important series for both teams, but for Arnor are looking really solid.
That's true. If they keep up with this performance, let's say, with this character on the field, they can have an easy win in this series. And I'm not sure what is going on, but I think. Can you hear me, Ridro? Because I think I've lost
Yeah,
internet.
definitely.
Oh, okay. So right now, I think the servers are down, if I'm not wrong. 'Cause in my screen, the game has started with no one is there.
Oh, there's no problem. Maybe you could.
So I have to rejoin. Okay.
A Muslim starting with an early shot and it goes in, forcing the defender to pre-flip, yet is still unable to make the save. And there is just once again starting off with an early lead.
We have a lead actually. All right. I'm joining the match, so I'm not seeing anything so far. So
It's definitely Arnov. We have been speaking of this team the entire time, especially from the start of game one. They have been non-stopping with the pressure and also these shots just every time able to break the defense. And just it has been happening once again, and Eagles still haven't really fixed up their mistakes. It is a really crucial thing to have, especially if you come into a very important series like this. You haven't really won a series, I think, for Arnold, but they're just at least having that kind of offense and able to be really speedy and just beat any challenger to the ball. That is just very important to have.
and Ridru, I think I'm having some problems with joining the match. So carry without me, man.
Another great 50 from Easy Easy, and this time it's just followed up with a wall shot. Now traded lad, trying to center the ball. Great pressure so far from Adnov, and a huge miss in the offense. It's basically gonna be the third man only, but everybody gets to reposition themselves very quickly. It's gonna be Hirika getting bumped as he just tried to find control on the ball. And the Eagles are still scoreless into the series. Now Firm trying to center the ball once again. It's gonna be easily cleared and a double commit in the offense coming from Eagles. Now it has LTB up to Firm and he gets completely demolished and Busy Easy with a shot. It's gonna be off target. Now Firm with a clear off the walls. Time is still running out. And we haven't seen much in the offense from Eagles. So far it has been a one-sided series. Try the lad having to pre-flip out the wall, still unable to make the touch. It's gonna be easy with a booming clear. just a bit of awkward plays coming from Arn Dorf right now. Just both players were about to have the ball. It's gonna be an open net. Just everybody was overcommitted for Eagles, and now Muslim is there to punish. 2-0 on the board for Arn Dorf. Everybody was overcommitted, and as soon as they got back, they were still not collected. Nobody knows what to do there in the defense. They haven't really collected themselves up. They still haven't really figured out their positioning yet. And there was Arnulf just once again. It's gonna be a read off the ceiling now. Firm almost found the angle. It's gonna be followed up from Ramsey. Two players stuck deep inside of the net, unable to get the touch and keep the ball away from going in. A very important touch coming from Firm. Finally, they're just getting that breathing room in the offense, having that one goal in game 2 right now. Threaded lad starting with an aerial right of the kickoff. It's gonna be Muslim once again with an early shot, and the defender isn't able to keep the ball away. A quick respond to stay on 2 goals lead for Adnov. The team is not stopping from dominating Eagles. From the beginning, we have seen great aggression coming from Arnov, barely allowing the opposing team to have any chances in the offense or even any shots basically on the net. It's gonna be Muslim trying to get the read off the wall. It's gonna be easy. And again, double commits in the offense. Maybe they're just being way too comfortable. It's gonna be Firm once again trying to set the ball for his teammates. It's gonna be a missed touch in the defense, and Ramsey a bit slow for the follow. It's gonna be threaded lad. What a read from him. Now Herika winning a really good 50, and there is Firm with a follow. It's gonna be saved from Easy, and another shot from Ramsey. The defense from Aldorf is just insane. Crucial miss again in the defense, but they weren't able to get punished for it. 20 seconds left only. A lot of double commits coming from both sides. And for Eagles, they're just really desperate to get their goals going. Time is running out, and Ferm with a demo, at least just maybe trying to let his anger out, but still, it's just another game for Arnov. It's just 2-0 in this series. The, the defense, it just haven't really improved yet. This is already not a good sign for Eagles. It just Arnov, they have been pushing and pushing non-stop from the start of game 1. And we really need to have something to counter that kind of aggression coming from Arnov. We have seen maybe better offense from Eagles, especially from Ferm, just having really important touches in the offense. And Ramsey was there for the follow, but still, it just has been barely happening at all. So maybe in game 3, it just gonna be able to at least maybe just get a win and just maybe have their hope to tie up the series again.
All right, so I've joined the match. My brother Ridro. I can see here. Is this a new game? Start of the new game?
Definitely, it is game 3 right now, and Arnov just took game 2 once again. So for Team Eagles right now, just things definitely need to improve and get fixed.
All right, so one game away for Androv to win, and they win the series. It's gonna be interesting to see how this one ends. Right now, Ramsey trying to rotate to the defense as a shot right there ended up with a clearance from Firm, and so 2-0. It seems like the better team so far is Androv.
We're seeing maybe just a peak of what Eagles are able to do in the offense in the previous game, but it just only happened where the game was about to be finished.
So how much like what was the scoring line of the last match?
I believe it was 3-1.
2-1. Okay, that was so close compared to
Yeah,
the
so they
first
finally
game.
got the first goal, but still, they need to win a match at least.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be
Ramsey with the
tough, but
shots.
they can do it.
Maybe better offense from Eagles right now, but still unable to find anything really scary or just really productive for the other teammates. Gonna be fair once again, just having the ball, just playing it really calm. Gonna be easy once again with a clear. And Herika just so quick to send the ball to the orange side.
The pressure from Eagles. They want to score. They want to win. You can see that on their cars, on their faces. The way they play is just showing that they really want the win. The first win can be here really effective and can affect the whole series, but they just need to score and they can win.
It's kind of getting
Oh,
chaotic right there with those challenges. Just has been happening over and over again. It's gonna be just a bit of racing toward the ball. And Treadle Lad isn't able to get the touch, and Herika was there so for the ball for a quick shot. Couldn't really get it on target though. And we were
didn't
almost
see more
halfway into
shots
the
from him.
match and still scoreless from both sides.
Yeah. I was about to say that there's only two shots from both teams, one shot each. It's not that good. It's not that much in the offense, but you can see here that it's so
Oh,
close right now.
Ramsey.
Muslim with the clearance, Ramsey missed that, and Firm couldn't block the shot right there by Muslim. Sorry, the ball as Muslim trying to pass here to the midfield, but no one is there.
Beautiful pass from the midfield. Couldn't really find the angle though. It's really good sign from Eagles.
Oh, the shot right there
Very
is gonna be
awkward
in.
touch.
Oh no!
Oh, nobody was able to save it. A very
Oh
awkward
god.
touch. You can't really blame them for that one. It was just purely behind them. That touch, it was so weird. It just made everybody look very uncomfortable to make a save.
It was so close. I thought that was it, but then apparently that was so close to be saved and clean the ball out, but it didn't, and it went in at the end of the story. And we have here 1-0 for whom? For the leading team in the series.
Oh,
And
what's
right
going
now
on with
Eagles
those
so
touches?
trying to pass the midfield as
Fair.
Firm is gonna score the first goal here to tie up the series with 1 minute and 49 seconds left on the clock. Anything can happen.
Verb has been a very important factor when it comes to the offense, especially in game 2, and right now we're seeing it even better in game 3, just creating these chances, and right now he's having that clean up.
And Firm, that was good play right there to score the first goal for your team. As Ramsey now, Eagles really need the win here, otherwise they're gonna go home with a defeat. And Firm is gonna score after a great pass from Ramsey. That was a genius pass right there from Ramsey to his teammate to score the second goal here to take up the lead by 1 goal.
The mistrust coming from Arnor just happening out of nowhere. You see that defender was ready to go ahead and clear it, but that backflip coming from Traded Lad already put the ball in a very awkward spot, and the opposing team was so quick to punish.
Man, 2-1. Still here, 1 minute, 30 seconds left with 1 goal to score here from Arn Dorf. Anything can happen right now, even though they need to be very careful. Both teams, I should say. I am Muslim, trying to do something here as his teammate with a pass to the midfield. Mizi couldn't do much. And what are your thoughts, Rizzo, about the rest of the match? Who's gonna own this? Is not gonna say who's gonna win, but just gonna want to ask, what is your thoughts?
Well, if Arnor are just gonna be keep continuing with this kind of problem, like we haven't seen really see them doing some kind of mistakes in the defense earlier, but right now it seems to be happening very often. So if they can keep playing like this, I think it's definitely gonna be Eagles just gaining back the momentum, just punishing them for these mistakes. We have seen them trying to adapt to their kind of offensive plays, and just we're seeing much better offense here in Game 3. So if that's keep going on, it's gonna be really awkward for Team Arnor to take the win.
Yeah, that's true. With 30 seconds left on the clock, 1 goal away from tying up the match, but still here, 30 seconds. As I said, I'm Muslim. in the midfield, waiting for a pass maybe from Mini Easy, who takes the ball all the way with him. Maybe an air dribble to all the way to the net. He passes the second player. Oh, and luckily the third player of the team was there to save the ball, but still here maybe to try to
Easy with a
score.
finisher.
Oh, traded lad, missed the goal right there, but still the ball in the other team's territory. Eagles away from, like, once again from the win here, and it's gonna be Eagles winning the match, and we have maybe a comeback. You never know.
Tragic end. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to gain back the momentum that Arn Dorf had in the beginning. We're seeing a lot of double commits and a lot of mistrust happening in the defense and also in the offense coming from Arn Dorf. Just two players basically on the same ball. This is not something that you want to have, especially like even if you don't commit to the ball, you're still throwing yourself out of position. If the ball gets challenged, it's gonna be two players just out of the play, and you're gonna have the third player back just unable to do much and, until just maybe the two players would be able to rotate back so he could just maybe go for a challenge. But that is still a really awkward play that I wasn't really expecting to see Arnav to be having, especially after getting back, having the momentum from the beginning, great pressure and offense from all the way to game three. It just everything just went upside down.
Yeah, that's true, and I smell here a comeback. If Eagles, I know that was a 2-1 at the end. It was so close, but I think Eagles played really, really good. If they keep up this performance, I think they can win the next game. And if I'm not wrong this time, I'm gonna sorry, they can end up with a draw.
I think Firm definitely needs to be even more comfortable in the offense. We have seen what he's able to do. That was a very important thing to have for Firm. Like he has been creating a lot of chances for his teammates, and that was, like I mentioned, it was a very important key. So if Firm once again is able to step up, it's gonna be definitely a tie series.
Yeah, that's true. And right now, one player is missing for Eagles. Um, I don't know what is going on here right now. If they can, in this case, I don't know what we should do. Retro.
Last time we continued, I believe. Last time we continued to play with 3v2 until the other player could join. Yet that
And
team who had like less players in the beginning actually managed to win the series. Can you imagine though?
oh man, wow. Now that should be
Now it's
interesting.
gonna be
But
even
right now,
3v1 right now. I'm not sure what is going on. A lot of
yeah,
players are having some technical issues.
uh, yeah. So should we restart or what? Because it seems like we're not gonna keep up with that. Yeah, yeah. So we need to
So
restart.
yeah,
Let's
we're
tell the
gonna
players to
restart
restart.
game 4 right now. So we're gonna have to wait for all the players to show up, because if
Yeah.
it was just one player, we could just continue until maybe the player who is having technical problems to show up once again. And like I said, just last time when it happened, actually that team managed to win the series.
Wow. So that means that you don't have to give up. Just keep playing, and maybe you can win. You just need to continue believing in yourself, and maybe you can win.
And right now we're about to restart game 4, so hopefully both teams are going to be full right now, and everybody going to be showing up. It's going to be a very important game for both teams right now. For Arnov, they really need this win to finish what they started, and for Eagles, that's their only hope, is just to tie up the series. We have seen a lot of struggles in the beginning, but for game 3, they just, even though they looked better, still it's just mostly team Arnov. They're just having a lot of double commit problems, which they never had in the beginning, which is really sad to see how it just started happening just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true, and I think Eagles, they played a good rotation in the last match. I didn't see a lot of double commits, which is really good, and that was a good thing that helped them to win the last match. And if they keep up with this, they can like win this match and tie up the series. Now I think all the players have joined, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone has joined. So we're about to start our game 4 right now.
Game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna win here? One win away from winning the series, but one win away from drawing goal. Straightland misses the pass right there to score. That was an open net, but that was not good control right there. As Mini Easy trying to defend with along with Traded Lad, but he gets demoed. The physical plays can be really effective. That was what they need right now. Eagles to do everything in this match and able to draw. And maybe now a shot from Iron Muslim. He believes to that Mini Easy should take that shot, but at the end that was off the net.
They really need to keep going on with the great pressure they had earlier. But it just these double chemistry need to be fixed, and now a mistouch in the defense. It just ended up being an own goal for Arn Dorf. That is just a tragic way to lose your momentum. Just you had everything to be in the bag. Now just it's not there at all.
Oh man, that was a mistake right there from Arn Dorf, and ended up with an open and easy goal. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, 1-0 for Eagles. It seems like here a comeback for Eagles, but hey, still 4 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Super dude, anything can happen. Ramsey right now was lucky where Firm tried to get the ball out as his teammate tried to do also something in the offense.
He's easy with the pass for a clear. It's gonna be I'm Muslim. Booming the ball up to the corner. This is going to be able to slow down the offensive plays, which are expected to be coming from Eagles. And nobody was expecting the shot, and Mizzy Easy forced it to free flip twice in a row. That is definitely not a good sign at all. Just a complete loss of the momentum. It's going to be Herika with a follow-up.
Oh no, Herka with this second goal. Look at this. Mini Easy couldn't clear the ball out. Traded land. Another figure claims as I Am Muslim was confused right there, leaving the ball, sorry, to Herka, who scored here the second goal for Eagles. And it seems like they are, I mean, more shots, more goals from Eagles led up here to a 2-0 lead. But we have 3 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna win? Your comments, please. So, okay, so his name is Hertza, ladies and gentlemen, not Herka. We apologize for that, but Ramsey with the shot is gonna be 3-0. Wow.
It just all of a sudden, Team Arnaf just looking like a complete different team from what you have seen earlier.
Oh man,
a huge
Ramsey.
shift in the momentum. It's like, who have expected this? Eagles are just able to gain back the momentum and just maybe even fix their defensive mistakes and just have this great offensive plays.
That's
Speaking
true.
of double team, it just happened right there.
Oh, the demo and the physical plays again, and I'd like to say something about what you said. It's really okay. Before I say something, Mizzy Easy has something to say here as he scores the first goal for his team, and you know, maybe a comeback in this match and to win the series.
Anything could happen. We have 3 minutes on the clock, and we have seen what Team Arnaf are able to do, especially when it comes to the offense. They are able to keep going for shots after shot until they're just maybe even winning by, who knows, maybe 3 goals lead or something. So this team is still able to do way too much in the offense, but we still haven't seen that kind of plays happening in the past 2 games.
And that's so true. And you know, as you said, like the first 2 matches, we thought maybe it was like, especially the first match, if they kept up with that performance, they could have won that easily. But then Eagles managed to make a great win, and then a great performance so far in this match. And it seems like they are on their way for the comeback and to draw this series. But Traded Lad couldn't get the pass from his teammate, but he gets the pass to the midfield as I Muslim misses a shot right there with a double commit from Herza and his teammate Firm, and the ball's in the midfield where Ramsey gets bombed by I Muslim.
Time is just slowly running out. Arnov really in need of 2 goals. It's gonna be maybe a 50, and just another follow-up from I'm Muslim, but the ball is just sent away. It's gonna be followed up with even another 50, but this time just completely off to the other side. Now Traded Lad. Maybe off to the back, but nobody was able to follow it up. It's gonna be Missy Easy. The center ball, just a great opportunities, but just again, there is no finishing touches coming from Arnov whatsoever.
Yeah, that's so true. Many shots, but no one to finish and to score. And a little bit of, you know, if you focus a little bit more, you can achieve that and score a lot of goals. But right now, they need to focus because they don't have much time as 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Ramsey with a clearance, no traded lad with that shot, but backboard all the way to the midfield as I am Muslim trying to do something in the offense, but Hertza all the way up for the clearing the ball out for trying to breathe a little bit after the huge pressure from Eagles. And right now, sorry, from the other team, and I am Muslim with 1 minute left on the clock. It seems like Eagles are on their way for the win.
Center.
Oh, traded lad with a miss. Hertza couldn't clear the ball out, but easy with a midfield pass, but no one. Sorry, but the clearance, the block right there by Eagles.
You just either win the whole series or you just end up having it to be tied up. So you're not really losing much for Team Arn Dorf right now to be over aggressive, but still just 30 seconds left right now. I mean, we have seen lots of chances right there, but still they have been getting blocked either all the time or just having these very weak touches.
And that's so true right now. It's 18 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 2 goals away from tying up this match, and maybe there's still the hope to win the series as 10 seconds left on the clock. Mizzy Easy, not very good, but he passes to I Am Muslim, who passes to his teammate right now. Traded left with a shot. Oh, the miss by 3 of them. Oh my god, that was a miss with 1 second left on the clock. I mean, they can do it, but it's gonna be a genius.
Unless a
Play.
miracle happens and it's gonna be a kick-off goal where it just bounces off the
Man.
wall and straight into the net, but it is very unlikely to happen. It is 3v3, so maybe if it was in 1v1, there might still be a slight chance of having it
Oh
happening,
wow.
but
And
Eagles, they are still able to tie up the series, and exactly how I just predicted. If they just gonna keep having this kind of problem going on, then Eagles would be able to tie up the series, and that's what's happened. And also the same how we predicted it just from the beginning. It was 2-2, another
oh
tie
my.
series.
Another tie series. We still haven't seen a team that wins all the series, but Eagles, a huge fight. Respect for them. That was a GG from both teams actually, and Andorf showed us a great performance, especially in the last. Sorry, uh, um, in the first game, but then Eagles managed to make a comeback to draw, and Hertza with an MVP, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 1 save, and 2 shots, and that was good game, good series from both Eagles and Andorf.
And they actually proved me wrong because I thought it was like the first game is gonna be most important thing to have, but it is definitely the adaptability and the way you're just able to motivate yourself and your teammates as well. But I think we're
Yeah.
about to have a short break right now as we prepare the third and last series, which is gonna be Team Vicious versus Risky Business. It's gonna be a really tough series. It's gonna be a series that you don't really want to miss. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Sometimes we just don't know that we can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs, whenever our foes stand by, this time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. as we have our backs whenever our foes come by. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the last series of today. We got Vicious versus Risky Business. Both teams looked amazing. Like when I first started casting in ligaraketa, which was in Tuesday last week, I just quickly became a fan from for both teams because how well they were rotating, just able to communicate and have this great rotation. It just like made them look very unstoppable. So I have really been waiting for this series to start, and here we go. We're about to start it off right now. Super dude,
Oh man,
are you excited?
I'm super excited because okay, so first of all, I haven't casted any of these teams, but I've heard from you, and right now you've talked about it that both teams play really good, and this should be an interesting game, and I want to see how it goes in this series. I think we should like watch a high quality Rocket League.
I think if it's a player that is worth mentioning out, it's gonna be definitely Mario from Risky Business.
Oh,
The guy has been an MVP when it comes to those offensive plays and just able to get the job done, whether if it's in the offense or even in the defense. From the last time I have casted these teams.
okay, so a player to watch right now is Mario, as I believe, as you said.
Any prediction though? I mean, you made me predict the previous series, and I got it
Oh,
right. So, any
oh
predictions
yeah,
for
yeah,
you?
yeah. Okay, right now I think you know what? I don't know. I don't have much like information about both teams, so I'm gonna go with Vicious win this match. Oh, sorry, this series. I don't know why. I'm gonna predict them to win.
All right. Well, we're about to find out as we started playing the series right now. Just only 1 minute have passed, and we're seeing both forces are just pushing so far from both sides. Nothing really on target yet.
Yeah, it
Hence the
seems like
points from all of the players right now.
both teams trying to find the rhythm so far.
And Zoa, interesting touch on the ceiling. A good demo from Mia. He's gonna be
Oh,
slowly going down the second touch as he lands, and Mario is there to secure the goal.
all right. So Mario starting off here strong with a goal. Billa with the pass. That was great pass by him. Her, I don't know, because Billa's a female name. Anyway, one goal, 1-0 from Vicious, if I'm not wrong.
It's almost be coming down from that demo they
Yeah.
had in the corner. I mean, it just definitely did some kind of disturbance in the defense. And also, that's a very important second touch, and you can see that Mario was lurking right behind him, just waiting to secure the goal. They never really want to have a chance to be slipped down out of their control or something. So that was a very quick decision from Mario.
Yeah, that's true. And right now, it seems like both teams trying to find the rhythm in the offense. Now, risky business. They found the net once, but the question is, can they do great defense? Because uh, we haven't seen that much of offense plays by Vicious. But if they manage to make a great offense, I want to see how they deal with that pressure and offense. We talk about risky businesses. Right now, Mario tried to do something here with the wall in the midfield with a pinch, grab pinch. Oh, and another block right there, but the ball was powerful pass. No one was there as Sibuhan, I think is his name, tried to do something in the offense.
The Azure with a pre-flip, trying to get the second touch of the wall, but risky business are just so quick when it comes to those clears. They're just able to keep going on with that speed. Like, I mean, this is something that I haven't really mentioned. Risky business is just way faster than Vicious if you just compare them side to side, especially from how they played last week in Tuesday. So I'm definitely gonna go with risky business right here, as they're just able to do the same as Vicious is doing, but they're just way faster compared to them. Still having that just one goal lead, it's gonna be Zoa. Almost found the second touch, but the boost wasn't really there. The defense kind of getting chaotic for Vicious. Still able to get the ball up the
Oh,
top, and Jacob with a solo play. Able to take down every single defensive player right there, and able to tie up the game.
oh man, maybe that's a double commit from risky business, but that was great play by, sorry, by Jacob, and ended up with a nice goal solo play. Past the first player, then the double commit, then passed him both of that players, and then scored an important goal at an important time. And right now we have a tie game.
Exactly, it's gonna be Mia's just almost tied up the game, and once
Oh.
again, Mario. You see, exactly, this is a player that is worth mentioning because he's always there for these cleanups. He never misses them.
Oh man, Mario with 2 goals so far. What you said is totally right. 2 goals from him, and he's good, very good at the offense, giving the lead here with 1 goal by 1 goal. Sorry for risky business, and with 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, anything can happen, of course. But it seems like risky business are more confident in the defense. Sorry, in the offense.
Exactly, it's gonna be Zoa with an early shot. It's gonna be put to the other side by Jacob. It's gonna be Zoa once again trying to build the pressure to be going on. Now Mario once again just never really pushes way too hard. He just waits for the perfect moment. He's just always there for the cherry picking. It's
Right
gonna be
now,
Mario
Mario.
once again trying to center the ball for his teammates. Maybe just trying to change things up. It's gonna be Mia putting the ball up to the other side. That was a great chance for Mario to follow it up, but it's gonna be Zoa this time, extending the lead at 34 seconds left only. And I think definitely gonna be risky business to take game one right now.
Yeah, that's true. With 34 seconds left on the clock, what a goal right there. Nice pass even from Mario, all the way to Zoe, Izua, and then the goal, which is 3-1 right now in the scoring line. I mean, it's there's still time. I should say that there's still time here to make a comeback, but it seems like the offense is the key so far for risky business.
It's
And
gonna
now
be
another
really
shot hits a
difficult.
crossbar, almost a goal. And yeah, as you said, very difficult maybe to try it right now to think of game number two. Oh, let's say.
And keep in mind that Mario, he was, I believe, he was on console last time I just watched him playing. Maybe he just moved to PC, but even though he was on console, where you'd be expecting him to be maybe in a bit of disadvantage when it comes to those frame rates and also even those input response time, yet he was still able to play the same. He's able to get those finishing touches done. He's able to basically create these chances for his teammates, whether if it's in the defense or offense. So that was a great play from Mario, and also not to mention the efforts of his team as well. But for Vicious, they're just able to maybe keep up with this kind of play, but who knows? I think Risky Business is still dominating.
Yeah, that's so true. There's something here that going on for risky business, which is I think like of course no offense to vicious, but it's more like let's say better because and we can see the stats here. One shot only from vicious, but risky business are beasts in the offense. They are very good, the monsters in the offense, especially Mario. And as you mentioned in the beginning of this match, Mario is very good at the offense, and I didn't catch him before, and now I see that he is a beast in the offense. 5 shots with 2 goals as well are taking that MVP mark to his name. Yeah, risky business are better so far in this series. Although like vicious have the ability, they play good between each other, but it's not still not enough to win a team like Risky Business, who has also, I think, a strong link and a strong chemistry between each other.
Exactly, and we're about to start our game 2 right now, so hopefully just for Team Vicious right now are able to adapt and just maybe see what they really need to focus on improving this time. Just maybe the team plays, we have seen it just maybe pass from the midfield, but that has led to a double commit from two players right now. Just nobody was even able to get anything done. Started really good with that pass, but just ended up to be looking really ugly with that double commit.
Yeah, that's so true. And yeah, they have to be very careful, otherwise they're gonna concede a goal. As right now, Zoa trying to do something right there in the offense. Billa with a passing play, but Mario in a little bit awkward position from the pass. But right now, Jake of the blue team, who are vicious, are trying not to score in the offense. As
Sibo.
Simo, oh, with the pass, that was great pass. But
Oh, the
Jacob is gonna
defense, and
score
now
here.
Jacob.
Oh my God, what's happened there to the defense? As no one was there, only Mario, I think, or Billa.
They're able to keep the ball away, but not for so long. It just led to a really poor touch coming from the defender, and Jacob, it just had it to be pretty much way too easy. It just had to just go ahead and just basically dive into the ball. It was right into the net. It was very hard to actually miss these shots as it was very close in front of the goal line.
Man, we have 1-0 here for Vicious this time. The first goal is going to be for the blue team. Vicious trying now to do something on the offense as Zoa with the defense right there. Still here, the pressure by
Still,
Vicious. Oh, Sibo.
we're
Oh,
seeing a lot
Sibo,
of
not Sibo. Okay.
seeing a lot of passing plays attempts coming from Vicious. They're still not able to get anything really crazy yet, but still it is definitely a good sign that the team is really comfortable to play with each other, just able to find each other around the field, especially at this kind of speed.
That's so true, and I think so far, uh, Vicious are the better team. I know Risky Business did a lot of great things in the last game, but in my opinion, if Vicious can keep up this momentum and this play, they can win this match. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. They have to fight until the end because Risky Business, it seems like they're not gonna give up that easily.
I mean, they have been going for a lot of solo plays right now, even though just creating these chances, but still, you really want to be able to get things to be mixed up a little bit, just make your offense to be looking even more unpredictable because if you go for a lot of solo plays, it's just
Oh,
gonna be get clean, but right now just Mario getting a really good read up in the air, just put the ball in, that's how you're gonna be tying up the game.
oh man, look at this beautiful shot by Mario, all the way dropping down to the net, and nice pass actually from his teammate Billo. And right now we have a 1-1 situation in a tie match in this match in this game, as I don't know, anything can happen right now as both teams are playing good.
I mean, what are the odds? As we speak of the team play, they managed to get a really good pass, and Mario was there to finish the job once again. So Mia is basically
Oh,
Alien, but having a different team name right now, just to avoid confusion. So if we're gonna say aliens, we are talking about Mia Bella.
oh, so on the defense is right now the pressure from Vicious, Jacob getting too much in the offense. And Zoa all the way right
Nice
there to the
touch.
backboard. Oh, that clearance there by Sibo.
Decent clear coming from Vicious. A big miss coming from aliens. But Mario is just so quickly to turn this all the way around.
That was a redirect. No, Mario misses the redirect as leaves the ball to the defense of Vicious. A lack of defense right now from Azur as couldn't do a big clear right there. Leaves the ball to Zoa in the corner. But still here, the passing plays from corner to corner, but ends up with a clearance as Sibo with a demo. Physical plays, we didn't see a lot of physical plays in this match, as I remember. Like, we haven't seen demos and bombs, but I mean, once we see them in this match or even in the series, we can see a big change, and we can see more players
A
frustrated
lot
and
of
maybe to get
demos
out
we're seeing from Vicious.
of focus. Yeah, they start to make a lot of uh, demos.
Great 50 there coming from Vicious. Now Jacob with the second touch of the wall. Now it's gonna be Sipo off the backboard. It's gonna be Ezra this time with the read. He gets the job done, goes on the lead at the last 36 seconds. As soon as I saw that clean touch off the wall, excuse me, off the backboard, I know it just like it had to be somebody there for the follow, and it was Azure. Nobody was there in the defense, and that was a clean shot for Vicious.
But it was a defense, as you said, and a clean shot led to a goal at 30 seconds ahead of us from knowing who's gonna win this match. As game number 2, oh, the shot right
Almost
there by Zoa, almost a goal, and we have 20 seconds left. I mean, it's so close
Aliens.
as
Another
aliens.
touch.
Oh, with the clearance by Jacob.
Now time is ticking down. We haven't seen anyone goal just getting scored in the last 10 seconds yet, even though we have seen that happening maybe twice or even 3 times, maybe last week. But right now, we're not seeing much of it. And now, Vicious tying up the series 1-1.
1-1, Vicious did a great job in this match. They have been everywhere. Risky Business woke up in the last minute, in my opinion, but ended up with losing, unfortunately. Zoa and Mario couldn't do much along with Aliens. But Vicious, that was great game, especially for Jacob, as he's the MVP of this match with 1 goal, 1 save, and 3 shots. In total, we have 8 shots to 4 shots to Risky Business. So Vicious in this match were better in the offense, and in the defense, I mean, they could have faced worse than that. They could have even lost that match, but unfortunately, Risky Business didn't have the accuracy.
Definitely. I mean, Vicious has been playing very well, especially in both ways, whether if it's like ground play or aerial plays, and also these demos, they're just able to keep it for like a momentary 3v2 situations for so many times, disturbing their rotation and just creating this kind of maybe some kind of pressure and just maybe even overthinking. Every time you just try to control the ball, it could be just somebody else coming from behind, just trying to demo you and just get the ball away out of your control. So that was a great play coming from Vicious. They're just slowly adapting. They didn't have a good start maybe, but right now they're just showing great ways and just great signs of adaptability very early in the series.
And right now, we are in game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Your predictions in the comments, please. Who's gonna win this match? Because it seems like both teams, play really good, and no one is, favorite to win. As we are here with the pressure starting off here from Vicious, but the clearance uh, uh, from the orange team. So trying to do something in the defense, and
So trying to slow things down right there, but it was so quickly to be challenged.
oh, okay, the
Vicious
pass to the
looking really
midfield.
aggressive.
Ooh, almost a goal, but right there by Mario. And I don't know, what are your predictions for this match, Rodro?
Um, Possibly another tie series.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Really interesting clear coming from Azer. Barely any jump was made of the wall, but still the timing and also the read of the bounce from the wall. It was just incredible. It's gonna be Jacob trying to play it very nice and slow. Mario just so quickly to center the ball. It's gonna be shot off target, and here we go, Zilla with the follow.
Oh,
And
that
Azer with
was
an
almost a
epic
goal.
save. That was just so close. That was a clutch moment for Vicious.
Man, I thought that was in, but they were so lucky. The ball went out, and right now they have a chance to score. But Zoa and his teammate Mario is trying now to do something in the offense. They are so close to score right now. Mario couldn't do much in the offense as he blocked by the defense of Vicious. He gets the demo though, leaves the 3v2 situation, but like a good actually defense right there to clear the ball out. We have a pressure right now from Vicious, but the ball cleared out by Aliens.
We are still scoreless here in game 3 right now. That play was just so speedy, yet they're still able to get away with that defense. They just have been holding on very strongly right there, just getting those reads, and also that maybe uh, maybe respawn time. So it was like reaction time. It was just honestly incredible. It was very close toward the net. I wasn't really expecting that shot to be saved, but they also managed to nail it and just keep going on with that great defense they're having right now. It's gonna be Ilian trying to find the second touch. It's gonna be off to the other side.
It now Sibu with a clearance, but Aliens is waiting for him. Nice read all the way to the backboard, but Jacob is right there to clear the ball out a little bit, but not all the way to their territory as Mario, or actually Zoa with a ball with a shot! Ho ho! All the way dropped it down to the net. We have first goal of this match for who? For Risky Business.
Zoa this time is just stepping up those aerials and reads of the walls from both sides have been really insane. So it just becomes even more unpredictable who's actually gonna win this series. We have seen whether if it's like a clear or maybe even a double tap read, just they have been nailing it so far. Great play from Zoa. Yeah, that missed touch, but he was so quickly to recover. It's gonna be Ilians. Almost found the angle. It's gonna be a pass to Zoa. It was quickly cleared from Jacob.
Right now Mario in the wall. And we have still here, ladies and gentlemen, 1-0, 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. Can Vicious tie up the series, or can Risky Business win this match and go out for a 2-1 in this series with Jacob right now? Oh, the 50-51! Zoa
Another one.
scoring the second goal.
He managed to win the 50. He just managed to bait that challenger neath the wall, and now it just followed up with the 50 right in front of the goal line. And Zoa manages to get more contact in the ball that has led to a pinch straight into the net. Even if though there was a defender, there is no way you can save that shot.
I have to agree with you. That was a good shot right there. But Zoa now trying to do something in the offense as 2-0. A good scoring line here. Good results so far to continue this match. But the question remains if they can keep up this, or can they concede a goal and maybe to go to overtime or lose the match. Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Mario couldn't do much as leaving the situation right now to a 2v2 where Sibo tried to do something, but Zoa with a clearance. Jacob for the pass. Oh, Sibo's right there. Get a 1v1 situation. No, Mario with a defense play all the way to the clearance.
This game is a deciding factor. If RB, which is Risky Business, manages to win, then their only hope for Vicious is just to tie up the series. And right now it is 2-0 on the board, so it's gonna be really difficult for Vicious. I don't think that's even possible to tie up the game right now, as we're seeing Risky Business just really doing so well when it comes to those speedy challenges. And now another pass to Ilians. It's gonna be cleared to the other side, and Zoa still pushing non-stop.
Oh,
So who
what
knows? I
demos.
think it's definitely gonna be maybe another tie series. So it's gonna be 2-1 right now. And here we go, the countdown, and we're about to move to our last game. Like I said, it's gonna be the deciding factor.
Yeah, that's so true. And Risky Business with the win. They started off the series with a win. Then Vicious made the comeback. Sorry, they made took the win. Sorry, and right now Risky Business is looking comfortable in this match, but still here they need one match to win to win the series. And we haven't seen a team win the series so far in this stream. Can Risky Business be that one or Vicious right now? No, I mean Risky Business are so close to do that, but at the same time, Vicious also play good. They can make the comeback. Of course, Zoa with the MVP, 2 goals, 1 save, and 6 shots in total, 13 shots to 2 only. Again, Risky Business, when they win, they shoot a lot on the net.
Exactly, and that is a team what is known for, like they having this kind of pressure, and also Mario is able to step up every time. He has been maybe quiet for the past 2 games right now, but we're about to move to our last game of the series. Risky Business against Vicious. Can Vicious tie up the series, or maybe Risky Business is able to win 3-1.
I mean, it's so close. I mean, I predicted fishes, and I don't want to say to regret that because I don't regret to predict them to win, but I want to say that it's gonna be really, really close, and especially in this match, Risky Business are looking for the win, so it's gonna be really tight, in my opinion. And small things can decide, you know, who's gonna win.
Exactly, those small things could be the most important factors in Rocket League. It just you don't know really, like every time just make a slight turn or just slight touch that could lead to another decision, and another decision could lead to another. So that's how the game gets played most of the time. So you really want to make sure everything would be counting. And now Alien starting with an
Oh.
early lead for Risky Business.
Oh man, that was nice goal right there, all the way from the corner. I don't know what's happened there to the defense as left sorry, Vicious with one player on the net, and that was a good shot, and it was hard to be saved. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, the lead goes to Risky Business in the start of this match.
The defender was definitely trusting his teammate, but it doesn't matter. Jacob is able to make this up, just tying up the game so quickly.
Oh man, okay, so 25 seconds from the start of this match, we have two goals, 1-1 time match. You can tell that these teams not giving up that easy, especially like Vicious. They conceded a goal, but they didn't panic. They didn't lose the hope, and right now we have a time match.
Exactly, we have a time match, but can we get a tie series? That is the question right now. It's gonna be
Man.
Mario against two defenders, almost get the 50.
As I see here, the rotation by Risky Business is really, really good, and I see the understanding between the players. Also, the chemistry is really high, and right now that shot right there to miss the goal. Although it hits the crossbar,
Another
sorry.
one, gonna be off the
Oh my
backboard.
god. Almost a goal right there. Another shot, but this one
Double commit
saved
this time.
by Azur. But the double commit, yes, that's true. But ended up with a save, which is the important thing. As Jacob trying to clear the ball out, they have to be very careful with that double commits, especially this game, game number 4, the last game. Oh, sorry, game number 4.
You see, everybody just eager to score right now. Everybody wants to win. So for Risky Business, they just really need to finish what they started. Like I said, we're having a lot of tie series. Earlier, we had basically two series ended up being tied, even though maybe even though one team looked better than the other, yet they still showed great skills in adaptability. Now Jacob is shot.
Oh,
That was just an open net, yet still wasn't really on target.
oh man, that was so close to be scored right there, but unfortunately it went out as Zoa now trying to pass to Mario, and Zoa passed to himself actually, Jacob. And this match has been so far dominating for Risky Business. A lot of pressure we've seen in the offense, but right now, I mean, still the pressure, but we've seen a little bit of offense by Vicious, but it's not enough to score and to beat Risky Business. As right now they are defending with Vicious trying to score right now as Zoa all the way with the clearance, leaping the ball with a 1-2 situation, but the clearance by Azur.
So trying to step this up, just maybe getting those physical plays going, but still couldn't really pull it off, just like how Vicious, because it was like just a demo and the ball wasn't really there, so even it just created the opening. There's nothing really scary gonna happen next, so it just seems like just throwing yourself out of position and just leaving it basically for a potential 3v2 situation.
That's true, and
So,
Zoa with a redirect, oh, the save right there by Azur.
that was so close from Zoa, just getting those reads every time. It just basically nailing those aerials so far. Zoa once again just looking for another redirect and just managed to slow down the play. Quick follow from Aliens. Another touch from Azur in the air. They're able to get the ball out of their own half. It's gonna be Zoa trying to pitch the ball maybe off his teammate's car. Couldn't really get it. The game is still tied up. So for Risky Business, I don't think they're gonna lose way too much from this. Like even if they get to lose their game, I mean this is would be tied up. But for Vicious, if they lose this, then it's definitely gonna be really awkward for them, because Risky Business, even though like is still looking very dominant and also able to maybe put them down, even though they have showed a lot of ways and potentials for them to adapt and even possibly turn this upside down, but we haven't seen that much. So what I'm saying is that Vicious, they definitely need the win more than Risky Business right now.
I have to agree with you. Yes, that's so true what you said because yeah, I mean, if they lost the match, we're talking about Vicious, they can lose the series. But if they win, they can tie up. On the other hand, as you said, um, risky business. If they lose, they're gonna still end up with a point, with a draw. But if they win, they can, you know, win the series will take the points, more points. So the pressure is now more on Vicious, which is really good for risky business as they play with less, less pressure to say. As right now, Sibo and the defense trying to do something in the offense to clear the ball. Sorry, but right now Azor the pressure again from risky business. Sorry, they won this win. 7 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. The
Zoa
shot
once
right,
again.
Zoa. And it's gonna be
Oh,
no. The save there by Jacob, leaving the ball alive. Still, maybe to go to overtime, maybe to score right
Aliens.
now. The clearance.
Again, Zoa, just every time he's always up in the air looking for those aerials, he's able to get maybe not always scary touches, but still it just beating everybody to the ball and just maybe even able to center the ball. And now we're going to overtime here in game 4. It is, like I said, a very important match for Vicious, but for Risky Business, even if they lose this, they're not gonna be losing way too much.
I agree with you, and right now we see a lot of pressure from risky business, but vicious. I think they are very dangerous because one counter attack they can win this match. Oh, the clears right there, almost a goal by aliens. And right now Azur, the
Smart
best in
touch.
midfield, no one is there.
The nerves must be real for Vicious right now. Just one mistake and you're gonna be losing the series. Both players up for the ball. It's gonna be Aliens trying to get the boom and clear. It's gonna be Ezer with a transition, trying to use the corner to center the ball. It's gonna be a follow maybe from Sibo. Couldn't really get there really fast. And Mario with a center ball. Once again, Silla in the air, but this time it's just gonna be ending up completely missing the ball.
Accuracy to score right now. Every shot counts, and every I mean, still here one goal to decide who's gonna win, but the accuracy has to be there. As right now, Mario trying to do something. The Zoa takes the ball, takes the responsibility, but that was not enough. As Mario with the pressure now, with the 50-50, the pass to
Alien!
Elias. That bump was from a player who knows how to attack. Sorry.
Finally, Mario has been quiet for so long and right now he just makes a very important touch to set the ball for his teammate. And Aliens with that top corner angle putting the ball in a very accurate spot, just making it even more difficult. And now Risky Business, they get to win the series 3-1 against Vicious.
Yeah, that's so true and risky business. That was an important win because you guys have won the series and didn't just like lose the momentum and leave the series all the way to a draw. But right now, risky business are the winners, and I mean, congratulations, they deserve it. I mean that was so close, but at the end, I think risky business had the better rotation and had the better offense. So yeah, I mean, 5 saves from Azur couldn't stop risky business, especially Mario. That bump at the end was amazing. Left the net open all the way to Aliens who scored. The MVP mark goes to him. GG's will play by risky business.
I mean, I was only casting and I was already feeling very nervous in that overtime. It was very intense match. It was a very important match as well, just like how I mentioned. But finally, we get to break the curse and we don't end up with a tie series. Risky Business is able to win 3-1. Maybe that's how I originally predicted. But as I saw so many tie series, so I was like, well, it's gonna be probably another one because maybe this is Rocket League, so I think it could happen.
Yeah,
So
this was
GG and well played for Risky Business and hard luck for Vicious. They played it very close, but it just didn't go the way how they wanted. And we would like to thank you guys so much for watching. And before you guys go, there's a very big news for the championship right now, which is the prize pool has been increased to 135 euros. So this is great news for the teams and who are like playing right now. And who knows, maybe the prize pool would be increasing even more. I'm not really sure, but stay tuned for more updates. Just maybe follow us on Twitter at ligaraketa, and also join the Discord server to stay updated for the championship right now. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm Ryder once again. I was casting with Super Dude, and hopefully you guys see you again next time.
Forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. I was not ready to falling like I'm wasted. My heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing. Keep your words naked.